You know, we're always constantly working to get better here. That's always been my focus. I think this year stats may say something different, but at the same time, you still see the same person inside this building, and that's all I care about. I'm my own worst critic. Everything outside of this building is just noise, respectively, guys.
Travis Kelce called himself trash after some blamed GF Taylor Swift. The world's most famous boyfriend decided to speak up and set the record straight. Heading into this NFL season, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce was on many people's radars. But with the Chiefs heading into Week 3, Kelce has been quiet on the field. Kelce has only been targeted 12 times, catching 8 passes for a nice 69 yards. Those numbers are the fewest in any 3-game span within a single season of his career. Kelce has run 82 routes in 2024, averaging 0.8 yards per route run, per next-gen stats. However, Kelce has 0 touchdowns, making some wonder if Father Time has finally caught up to him. "I'm ready to rock, baby," said Kelce after Chiefs practice. Kelce then went on to say that he's been physically ready all season long and that his low receiving production doesn't bother him. Would he like a few touchdowns a few weeks into the season? Sure. But what matters more to Kelce is that Kansas City converts in the red zone and wins. Kelce's status as one of the greatest tight ends of all time is solidified. So before he retires, he likely wants another championship or two. If that means less offensive production, then so be it. Despite the slow start for Kelce, he's not fretting. On the latest episode of New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce, the tight end said Patrick Mahomes is simply finding the open guy. "Whatever it is, it's football, baby. Come on now," Kelce said. "I'm not getting caught up in getting the targets and all that. I just want to have a successful offense. I think Pat's doing a great job of finding the open guy and making the right decisions right now. We just have to keep finding. It's a new offense, new players, new pieces, and we're just finding how to have success throughout the season." The 9-time Pro Bowler again reaffirmed he's more worried about stacking wins than counting catches. "I've had a lot of catches in this league, man," he said. "I'm not worried about the catches and the yards and all of that. I have the most fun when the ball is thrown my way. Who doesn't? But it has everything to do with execution and making sure we're doing whatever we can to win these football games, man. That's always going to be the goal, and if it doesn't turn, as long as we're winning football games, we're good to go, baby."
Force you all to get into those situations.
As long as we're scoring touchdowns in the red zone, that's all I care about. I'm trying to get that ball in that end zone, and I think that's the ultimate goal. And, whoever's getting targeted, we just got to come up big.
Blair? Patrick's about to make his 100th career start, and I don't think you played in his first. I think you
Correct.
were in Denver, right?
Yeah, it was like 5 degrees. I remember that day.
I was going to ask you what else you remember about watching him from the sideline in his first start.
Well, I mean, we all were just excited to see him finally go out and cut it loose. He had worked his tail off, and he had been, he had been in his playbook and worked, been on scout team, thrown around, and on top of that, and he was just a fun teammate. So everybody was excited to see him go out there and just, cut it loose and have some fun. And because we all saw how much he enjoyed practice and enjoyed playing the game of football. But outside of just, the ability to see the field and be comfortable out there, he had a lot of energy, and I just remember it just felt like he took over the game. And I think that's what really gave the coaches confidence that he could play, at an extremely high level in this league.
Todd?
You got an old face back in the building last week when Kareem Hunt came back. He's going to be up this week. You guys had a special relationship, both Cleveland guys and all that. A couple things. First, back in 2018, how disappointed were you for him and all that whole situation? And did you ever think he'd be back here? And how's he kind of jumped back in with some of the guys he knows?
My brother from another, man. He's a good old Northeast Ohio ball player right there, man. He plays the game right. And he really is a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. Outside of everything that happened, I've always kind of had in the back of my mind, I really hope he gets another chance, not only here, but another chance in the league to start. And sure enough, he got that chance. And just happy to have the guy back in the building. It's been nothing but smiles and laughs since he's been back, and excited to see him go out there on Sunday.
How's he look like on the practice field?
Flying around, man. He looks like Kareem Hunt. It's exciting.
Matt, what's up?
And in your room, you've got a new face and an old face. What are your first impressions of one, Peyton, and then two, what's it like having Jody back?
Jody, yeah, another energy guy, man. Jody F. We missed Jody since he left, but at the same time he comes right in, still working as hard as he's ever worked, still trying to prove himself, and still just getting better, constantly getting better. And I think Jody's a great guy to have in the building, and on top of that, Hendy's a great dude, man. He's been working his tail off trying to get ingrained into this offense and understand just the little nuances here and there. And I think we're all trying to critique ourselves to keep getting better and to keep progressing in the tight end room. And we got a lot of athletes and a lot of guys that can play some ball in there.
Thanks, Josh.
Have a good one, guy.
Yeah.